Hi friends, it's Anna. I am here with a long overdue empties video. I think it's been probably close to 2 months at this point since I did an empties. I told you August, September, and October really try to kill me. We have just a lot of emotional things. And you'll see I'm in my ribbon shirt again tonight. You cannot see that I have my pink butterfly fuzzy pajama pants on. But I'm obviously really, really feeling my bestie not being here with October. But I know that, alright, honestly, my empties bucket it needs to be cleaned out. So I needed to come on here and I needed to do this. I don't have really anything compared to what I see some of you have on these empties videos, especially for the amount of time that we're covering here. But alright, I'm just going to show you the size of my empties container. This is what I put all my empties in. So it doesn't hold a ton. It's just a little miniature trash bucket here. So it doesn't hold a bunch. So I needed to clean it out so I can have room to put some more things in, because I'm continuing to warm and empty. And actually my wax in here needs to be changed. That's why the warmers are not off. They're turned off so that I can... That's why they're not on. Oh gosh, I can't even talk. That's why the warmers are not on. They are turned off so that they can harden up so I can change the wax out. But I'm going to start with a couple of wallflower bulbs. These are used up sweet cinnamon pumpkin wallflower bulbs that I had. This is pumpkin season time of year. And I went ahead and replaced them with sweet cinnamon pumpkin, sweet cinnamon pumpkin, and there is a third one here. This is for the hallway. I have my bedroom, and this is my library, study room, craft room. And then in the hallway in between, I also keep a wallflower. Also, sweet cinnamon pumpkin. My mom actually got that one and changed it before I could get the empties from her. So, I don't have the bulb for that one. I have, from the most recent Bring Back My Bar, I have scent cube number 1, which is, I have the paper right here, which was beach, and scent cube number 19, which is white sands. These are a couple that I had finished out in our bathroom, mine and my brother's bathroom, in the mini warmers. You know, 1 cube is perfect in a mini warmer, so this was 2 separate warmings in our bathroom. I'm gonna take a minute and mark these off because I'm trying to keep up with what I've used on this paper. I used this pen is one of those multicolored pens is dying on me. Hold tight. I'm gonna get another pen. This is a cute pen my mom gave me. She's a nurse and uses these with nursing students in bags that she gives out. But since I help her put the bags together, she gave me one of the pens. It's like a syringe. It's just adorable. So know I've used. I'm going to go through and I'm going to see what other numbered cubes I still have. And I'll mark everything else off on this piece of paper so we'll know where I'm at on that. But then I have just a few more wax items to go through that I have emptied. And then I'm going to just talk to you guys for just a minute because there's just a lot of things in my head tonight. Oh, look. One more sweet cinnamon pumpkin. We have, it is pumpkin season. The exchanging of the wallflowers. I have been, in the month of October, doing all pink wax. I guess I did do an empties at the end of August. Maybe this is like September and October, or part of September. I don't even remember. But for the entire month of October, I have been doing just pink waxes. In my bedroom, which is a Walmart warmer, I use mostly my Bender wax. I have this from last year's breast cancer collection that Michelle Clark at Jim's Daughter Crafts did, and she will have some more breast cancer melts available in her ready to ship orders. I think it's ready to ship. I'm not gonna swear to anything right here, but I think it's ready to ship, which will be, the order window will open on October 27th. She's going to have some more breast cancer melts. I'm not sure exactly what the scents are going to be, but I know she told me, because I always ask her about these, that she was going to have some more breast cancer melts. But I have used up from her shop, Jim's Daughter Crafts, from last year's breast cancer collection. This one was called You Are a Survivor. It's the scent of a newborn baby with hints of creamy vanilla. So it's just a really pretty baby powder blend. But obviously, she did them in the shape of the ribbon. And she used pink wax. You can see just little crumbles there. And put glitter and stuff. I mean, I don't mind the glitter and stuff. It's super pretty. And super meaningful to me. And I saved them with intentions to use them for memorial for my Dusty. These ribbon melts are all I've used in my bedroom for the entire month of October. I have another one that I have one more piece of left to go, and so it'll be in the next empties that I do. And then there's other ones that we'll have, I'm sure I will begin to use. I have, like I said, I did lots of pink. So I have these testers I used in our bathroom, because these are about the size of a cube of wax. And I'll turn these upside down in my mini warmers and melt the wax out. These are scents that are not available in the catalog, so I don't need to keep them as, they're not available as waxes, so I don't need to keep them as testers. So I just melt them. I cannot hold on to them all, so just bear with me here. I have Magnolia Linen, Hibiscus Pineapple. Some of these are very off-season, but Magnolia Linen not so much. But Hibiscus Pineapple, obviously very summery, but because it was pink, I'm like, nope, warming it. Magnolia Linen is actually what is still going in the bathroom currently, because it's a laundry scent. It goes for days. I did Aloha Citrus, which is a little bit more red, but I'm like, still pink. I did these kind of, like the Hibiscus Pineapple, the Aloha Citrus, the more summery seeming ones. I tried to do in early October when we were still here in the South. It's, oh gosh, I know Etta talks about this all the time. She's even warmer than we are, being in Texas. But we're still getting high 70s, low 80s, some here in Georgia. At the end of October, we are actually getting a cold front coming through that's going to come through next week. and actually make it feel much more seasonal. But obviously, that makes it nice because I can actually use these pink, more summery things. I also used sugared strawberry, watermelon tangerine, and there's one more. Cloudberry Dreams. Those are the ones that I have emptied up, used up. The only other wax that I have been warming, and I just don't have empties for any of them because these bars are super strong, super powerful in my space, and have thrown for days. Is the breast cancer awareness collection of bars. Turn Up the Pink, Pink Spreads Hope. Oh gosh, what are the other two? Anyway, there's 4 of them. I have done all 4 of those bars in all 3 one time for each scent in this room where it's been nothing but that scent. But because they've lasted so long, I have not emptied any of the bars up because I've used basically 1 scent a week for the month of October. Now, it's time to change them again, so I'm going to have 1 bar that's just going to have 2 cubes left. And probably what I'll do, since I'm out of pink testers for the bathroom, is put 1 cube of another one in the bathroom. But anyway, I'm continuing to use just pink wax for the month of October. These powerhouse bars are going forever. That's why I don't have more actual empties than I do. But I did want to share with you what I do have. I just want to thank everyone for your patience in bearing with me. I know that my schedule has not been very reliable on doing videos over the last few weeks. Honestly, it's just a really rough season. We're getting ready to go into Jubilee at my church starting on Sunday. And that was, my bestie girl always loved all of our Bible services, but our 2 favorites that we loved and that we always shared lots of extra time together during were our missions conference, which is in the spring, and our Jubilee, which is always the end of October, beginning of November. The crossover. We love that. And then the following Sunday is our homecoming service for our church. So that was always one of our favorite seasons. So it always hits really hard. I love Jubilee. It's a very special time, but it's always really hard because I miss her so much when I go in, and it's some of our favorite times, and I look back there and her corner's empty. And I think sometimes, am I the only one that even remembers that she existed? So it makes it hard. And sometimes, honestly, I probably let some of these go in the bathroom longer than I really should have, because they really weren't throwing. But honestly, I just didn't have it in me to change a lot of wax, and these in here were still going strong, and so I would just leave the door open and let that scent drift and fill everything. Because it's just, I want the pink wax going, I want the memorials, I want all the things, but it also, it's just a constant reminder. And it's just been hard. August is the anniversary of her passing. September was, her birthday was in September. And then, of course, October with the pink everywhere. And this June 2023 was 3 years without my Nana. And August was 4 years without Dusty. So it's just really, they were almost 10 months to the day between each of their passings. And so it's just really, I don't know, I've not learned how to navigate life without either one of them. And it's just really hard. I am thankful for my wax in that scent memory is such a real thing. Because I have scents specifically that remind me of Dusty. Scents specifically that remind me of Nana that I put in. I even have, y'all have heard me talk before about my special trio of Ursula, Angel Experiment 624, Ursula Poor Unfortunate Souls, Angel Experiment 624, and Rainbows and Butterflies. That is, and now, it's going to sound funny, my Rita, my angel friend Rita, she's the one of all of these people that I'm going to discuss in this next couple of minutes that is still alive, but I have always called her my angel since I met her, found her in 2012. And so when we came out with an angel bar, I was like, oh my gosh. And I showed her, and it was like, it just was a thing for the two of us. And then when she's been here, like, that's her wax. One of the pink bars, Melissa Johnson, hey, when you see this, you can comment and help me remember which one of them is it, because I don't have my set in front of me, that we said smelled like the Amazing Grace perfume. Was it Pink Spreads Hope? For some reason, I'm thinking that might have been it. I know it was one of the light pink ones. And whatever bar that was, my Rita, when she smelled it, she started crying. Because her mama always wore that perfume. And I didn't know that. I didn't know the story. But her mama, Evelyn, who she lost in 2001 to lung cancer, but after 2 battles with breast cancer, she had worn that perfume. So when she smelled it, she was like, oh my gosh, this is Mama's bar. And so I will be clubbing all of these pink bars. Actually, y'all, I'm going to start a monthly club, which I never thought I would do, just to have these pink bars, because I can't be out of them. And I am going a little bit nuts with the pink bulbs, because they're limited time. I've got to get as many as I can. On October 1st, when that came out, I placed it. It ended up being over $400 with tax and shipping. Or over $400 with tax. Order of the breast cancer stuff, because stuff I can't live without. But you've heard me talk before about the mix that I do of Rainbows and Butterflies, Ursula, and Angel. Angel for my Rita, Ursula for our Melissa, for her Ursula, and then Rainbows and Butterflies is my Dusty's bar. And we talk all the time. We say that the girls put us together. And oh my gosh, my Rita and Dusty had such a connection that putting those 3 bars together, when I'm missing my Dusty so bad I can't stand it, it's honestly one of the most comforting things in the world for me. But also, these pink bars, they're going to be so special. And my Rita, I had Long story, but y'all, I had been through a fiasco and a half with my club. I've had to, by the grace of God, support has worked with me, because I've had to change my clubs twice. One time, I lost my club, they put everything back. Another time, my mom hit the button and deleted everything, and I knew they wouldn't put everything back, but I called them and begged them, and they put back the very important sentimental bars. But I did lose some that were meaningful, just not as important or as meaningful as other bars. And I knew that there would be things that would come out that would be similar, but one of the ones that I lost was Spring Forward. Another one that I lost was A Wink and a Smile. Those were ones that I always used in the end of February through March for my Rita, because February 27th was Miss Evelyn's birthday, her mama. So I would always put in a cube of happy birthday, and then usually two cubes of some floral scent, because Miss Evelyn loved her flowers. So I would use either A Wink and a Smile, because that had tulips in it, and specifically I know that Evelyn loved tulips. Or some other floral scent. And then on March the 20th, which is the first day of spring, which happens to be the anniversary of Miss Evelyn's passing, it's exactly 3 weeks to the day after her birthday, I would always put in Spring Forward. When I lost both of those scents, I was devastated, because I thought, what am I going to do? But thankfully, since he continues to come out with amazing florals, I got Blue Hyacinth for a while. And my Rita loves, her favorite color is the color blue that the Blue Hyacinth wax is. So I was like, well, that's meant to be. But then that one I lost when my mom messed up my club. So I was very upset, because I have very limited supply of these bars now to do for her. Now I do have, I have found some of these stashes and things, so it's not like I don't have them anymore. But I knew that my supply was much more limited. So I'm so thankful that these pink bars that came out, one of them, she had an immediate scent memory connection. It's whichever one it was that is like that Amazing Grace perfume. She had an immediate scent memory connection. She recognized immediately her mama's perfume. And so now I don't have to worry about it when I run out of Spring Forward, Blue Hyacinth, A Wink and a Smile. I don't have to worry about it, because I will have that pink bar to warm instead. And for those of you that don't know, I did say earlier that Miss Evelyn had fought breast cancer twice when the girls were younger. So the genetics are there. My Rita has had quite a number of scares, actually. And back in 2018, she was diagnosed with breast cancer herself. She didn't do a full mastectomy, but she did have to go and have the tumor removed, have a lumpectomy done, and then just have to understand that my Rita's been through a lot medically already, so they had to be really careful with her. But they did a new kind of treatment that I had never heard of, and so I learned about it alongside her, and it's actually really fascinating. And Charity Rose, if you happen to see this video, like, we need to talk about this more. I'm gonna leave it at that for the sake of your and your family's privacy, but we need to talk about this more. If you happen to see this, they did a new type of treatment with my Rita that I had never heard of. They sent her to a Cancer Treatment Centers of America center in Atlanta. And actually, even though Atlanta is semi-local for her because she was living in Rockmart at the time, they put her in a motel, and she did these treatments twice a day for 5 days, exactly 12 hours apart. They were simultaneous chemo and radiation. And then she would go home or go back to the motel and stay, and she'd come back and do it again 12 hours later. She did that for 5 days. She had the weekend off, and then she did it for 5 more days, and that was it. And then they did surgery and removed the tumor about 3 weeks after she finished the treatments. And she had done great. Her markers had been slowly climbing again, but nothing actually lighting up as cancerous. She is back on daily, basically maintenance chemo pills, just to keep the markers from continuing to climb, but she's doing great. But so it means even more to me that now the bar that has come to mean so much to her is also a bar from our pink collection, because I was going to keep all of those anyway because of my Dusty. And now a specific one has become so extra special to her that I just feel like I can't thank Scentsy enough for what they've done. I know there's a lot of people that are upset about the higher prices because they say that's not fair, that that's not really Scentsy donating to the companies. I don't look at it that way, because here's what I look at. I would be finding some way to donate in her memory anyway, because my Dusty was just that kind of person. Even when she was a patient and she was in treatment, she spent her time trying to take care of the new patients, trying to help the new people that were so scared they didn't know what to do. After her first week, when that wasn't her place anymore, she started trying to help every way that she could. And so I've always been very close to the cause, and I could sit here and tell you stories for days about why. But I've always been very close to the cause. But since losing her, and because of the friendship and the connection that we had, it's just different to me. And so I have, ever since losing her in August of 2019, tried to do something every October, specifically in my mind, to honor her. So this year, Scentsy coming out with this collection, like, I don't care that they're charging $2 more for the 3 packs of bulbs. I don't care that they're charging $14 for 4 cent circles. Like, people are saying that should only be $12. Why are they charging $2 more? I don't care that they're charging $2 more. Like, it does not bother me. They're not charging any more on the wax. 4 bars of wax would be $24. That's what that would be, period, because 4 times 6 is 24. So they're not upcharging that at all. So if they want to upcharge scent circles by $2 on a 4-pack and bulbs by $2 on a 3-pack, I don't care. Because if they're willing to donate that, then let them donate it. Now, I didn't get the warmer because I already have the Hope, Strength, and Love warmer from when we did it as a Breast Cancer Research Foundation specific charity warmer. So I did not get the warmer, but I did get Priya. And I paid $5 more for her, because normally our buddies would only, they're $35. I paid $5 more for her than I normally would pay for a buddy. But $8 of that's going to the donation fund. So it doesn't bother me at all. I got the cup. I got the blanket. Are they probably charging more for that cup at $18? Yeah, I think I saw one in another similar one in the consultant store for like $15. That other $3 does not bother me, because I know they're donating that for me, and in my mind, that's a donation in her memory. The $40 blanket, I mean, it would normally be like $35, but that extra $5 is going to the donations. So for all of you who are complaining and fussing over the upcharges, just think about it this way. You're going to donate somehow to the cause anyway. Why not do it this way? Anyway, as you can see, very, very passionate about this and about my sort of like pink warming over here. Anyway, that's all I've got for tonight. Just a reminder to let those around you know what they mean to you, because you honestly never know when you won't have that opportunity anymore. Tomorrow is not promised for any of us. And I still to this day have regrets about some things that I allowed my family to talk me into doing as Dusty was going downhill, that I wish that I had never allowed them to talk me into doing. And I think sometimes that maybe that's why her legacy and her memorial means so much to me, is because of those regrets that I can't seem to heal past. So I just want to take this opportunity to say to you, let those who are important in your life know how important they are in your life, because you don't know when your chances to tell them are going to be gone. And so with that said, friends, until I see you again, please know that I love you, and please have a blessed day on purpose.